Hi guys, this is Nuna Isima here, and today I'm going to be talking about healing the mother wound and the link between healing the mother wound and the divine feminine. So stay tuned. So why healing the mother wound and what is it? So first, I have realized through my own journey of healing a very potent double-dosed mother wound. I'm not going to get into the details, but I have really experienced very extreme childhood wounds inflicted to me by my biological mother and then by my stepmother. And from fairly young age, I was in my early 20s where I embarked on a conscious healing journey. I wanted to go all the way to heal all the impact of those wounds on my life, which really impacted everything from the way I was feeling about myself, my self-worth, my self-love, to my relationships. I really knew that if I want to live a satisfying life, I need to clear those impacts. And I did. I walked that path of healing, seeking for teachers, doing so many workshops and reading countless books on the subject. And really, my journey even took me around the world. For 4 years, I went into spiritual hubs and looked for anyone that can help me on that journey of healing those deep wounds that I had within. And in my journey, I came to realize that all of us, no exception, have the mother wound in some form or shape. And this is really because the mother-child relationships are so intricate and so multi-layered, and growing in her belly and swimming in her waters, we are shaped by everything she thinks, everything she feels, everything she eats, everything she says. This is all imprinted in our body cells, in our tissues, in our consciousness, and mostly in our unconsciousness. And this is becoming the operating system that actually runs our life, whether we're aware of it or not. Now, if you think about it, and why am I making this link to the divine feminine, is because the mother is your very first meeting with the feminine energy, with the divine feminine. She is the first goddess that you meet. Now, I just want you to take a moment and let that land in your body. How do you feel when I say she's the first goddess that you meet, right? For most of us, based on my journey of so many years helping many people, it is a very uncomfortable statement. Now, this is because our mothers, without pointing any blaming fingers, because really that's not my intention at all, I'm even myself as a mother. I have 3 children, and I'm human, and I'm also not perfect, and I'm also doing my mistakes, even though I consider myself to be a conscious mother. Now, if we look at our mothers, and I'm talking about collectively, they have been grown in a lineage that have been through oppression, disempowerment, and years of patriarchy. So many women in our past had received their mother's unhealed pain, and they kept on passing it. Because if you're not conscious about it and if you not heal it, then that's what happens. It moves to the next generation. So really this work is so vital and so important, because when you do it, not only that you do it for yourself and for your well-being and for your birthright to shine your light, right? Because really this is a work of cleaning and clearing the shadows so you can tap into your brilliance and shine your light. But you also clearing the the impact of those wounds and the impact of the pain for the previous generations, as well as the forward, the next generations. So this is really, really vital here, right? To do the work. And when I say to do the work, I know that for it takes courage. For many of us, it's kind of, I'd rather avoid it, I'd rather push it away, I'd rather do every possible thing to avoid it. And really, I want to reflect it back to you that there is no other way, guys. There is no other ways, because this is so part of who you are. And if you don't do that work and you don't clear what stands in your way, then the universe will do it for you. And this is not because the universe is against you. It's because the universe is for you. It wants you to awake. It wants you to rise into the heights of your soul. You are a divine soul. You are here for a purpose. But for so many years, we've been living in collective trauma that we don't even see it for what it is. We receive it as normal. So this is really where we can make the conscious decision to break that link, to look at our intricate mother relationship, and to see where and how it impacted who we are today. Now, if you think about it, your inner voice, the way you speak to yourself, this is very much based on how your mother was speaking to you. In fact, in your early years, you didn't even feel separated from your mother. You felt part of her. You felt like you are one human being. It's only at around the age of 2, it starts to, when the ego comes in and you feel separated from the mother. This is only when you start realizing that you are your own individual being. So, whatever your mother was thinking or doing, her habits, the way she lived her life, her role modeling of her relationships, everything is imprinted in who you are. And unless you take that initiative and that decision with the intention and the consciousness to work through it and see what is it there that you need to unlearn, that you need to shed, that you need to let go in order to come back to your soul essence, to your signature, to your authenticity, right? So many children had to really move away from their true essence in order to feel loved, to feel accepted, to feel connected, to feel belong. And so many relationships have been really toxic and have had a residue on the way you today live your life, on your current relationships, and on everything that you actually do. So how do you go about it? How do you clear that residue? How do you move beyond it so you can tap into the incredible power of the divine feminine, which is really the power of creation? This is life force energy. This is your sexuality. This is everything you want to create in this physical realm. So the mother is really the first link. And when we heal the relationship with the mother, then we open up that gateway. We really have a clear channel through our body, right? Because we embody the divine feminine, and we have direct connection to her through our feminine organs, right? Through our sacred womb and our sacred yoni, and through our ovaries. All those parts are there's the physical parts, and then there is the metaphysical parts that are connected to the higher consciousness, to the cosmic womb, if you will. So really what stands in your way, if there's anything that stands in your way, is unhealed pain or wounds or conditioning or dynamic with your mother. And I want to first of all encourage you to do this work, right? It sounds like work. It sounds very maybe, I don't know, time consuming or energy consuming or even scary. But I want to let you rest assured that the journey itself is where you find the keys for your empowerment. The journey itself, yes, coming from your comfort zone, but I can promise you that it is nothing like the pain that keeps you stuck, that keeps you looping in those destructive patterns, addictions, self-sabotaging, all that which if you relate to, then you can undo, you can really let go of, and that happens naturally when you do this work. So I have created a masterclass for you. It's almost 2 hours long, where I dive deep into healing the mother wound. I really take you through that process. I explain it in a way that is really analytical as well as experimental. And I really would love it if you're going to grab it and you're going to do the work, because I know that if you do, you will transform your life. And this is really my sacred mission. It's my passion to help 1 million women to clear their shadows so they can shine their true light, because this is what the new earth is really needing: more empowered women and men to really step up into their leadership, however it looks for you, even if it's just for your family or your community. So I will leave the link in the description below. Please grab it. And if you like the content of this episode, I am uploading a new episode every single week. And this is all topics to help you rise and to help you clear the trauma that you have been through, so you can embody your brilliance, which is your birthright. So please subscribe and hit that bell notification. And until the next time, blessings on your journey. So much love to you. Namaste.